Hello. I'll wait for a few folks to join. Excuse me. Coming on live for our weekly TarotScopes on a different night. Hi, Margaret. How are you? I'm feeling fine, thank you. I'm feeling much better. Much better, thank you. I'll just shuffle a few cards while we wait. How's the weather there, Margaret? Is it freezing? And of course, I just start coughing as soon as I go live. This is not a cough. That's not why I missed last night. But I thank you for your patience and for coming on. Hi, Fatima. 22 inches of snow. Oh my goodness. That's a lot. I hope your snowplows are good where you are. So we just have our Canadian friends here right now. And then there's Craig. Hi, Craig. Yes. Very cold in Toronto. Yeah. Hi, Craig and everybody. So thank you so much for your patience as I shifted my days from my normal TarotScopes day to today. I think what happened with me, and hello, 43 Chris Mack, hello again. Yes, we met earlier today. It was great to meet you. Excuse me. Hey, Gina, where is you? Is it Gina? Anyway, so yes, I shifted from yesterday to today because I just something just hit me like a ton of bricks yesterday. And I was just so fatigued and achy. And so after the the tragic football game, some of you may know that the Broncos were in the playoffs, but they lost yesterday. The Denver Broncos. I just felt like I just had to go straight to bed. And it turns out I didn't know what was going on because I didn't feel sick, but I didn't know what was going on. I just felt I was worried I was coming down with something. But it occurs to me I had a deep tissue massage on, excuse me, on Saturday. And I'm sure I did not drink enough water afterwards. I don't usually get massages, but I have this injury and I'm trying to sort of work through it. My doctor thinks it's starting in my shoulder and going down my arm. And so I went for this massage and she said, drink lots of water or take a hot bath. And I did not. And oh my gosh, I feel like I just felt like a ton of bricks hit me. I just felt so ill. And last night I just felt like I needed to go straight to bed and I was just aching, And then I woke up, I still feel a little achy, but I looked it up and it said that I looked up, I was like, can I massage? And it's apparently kind of common to have a little massage flu afterwards when they release a lot of kind of toxins into your system. And healing readings by Donna Marie. Any of you who are healers probably know what I'm talking about. I should know this too, of course, but we don't pay attention to our own advice in these situations. And I'm not a massage therapist. I don't do that kind of work. But anyway, so I thank you so much for your patience and for joining me on a Monday night rather than a Sunday night. I just couldn't function. I came home at about 5 o'clock from my parents' house where I watched a football game, and I went straight to bed. So thank you. But here I am. I am fine. Thank you for your concern. Yeah. So this is our weekly TarotScopes. If you're new, we only have a couple here, and that's okay. We will like I said, we're meeting at a different time, so people will find this eventually. And this is our TarotScopes for the week of January 26th to February 1st. Donna Marie, I go by rising and sun. I mean, I think it just depends. I think, and I kind of look at all the big three, but rising and sun largely. And I also look at other planets. And as you'll see, like I have a stellium in a couple different signs. And so I look at those messages as well. And, we all have different charts. And I describe that here. So Craig says, football losses make me want to go to bed too. Yeah, see, I don't really care all that much about football. I'm so sorry to say. I was excited for the Denver home, my home team to go to the Super Bowl. And nobody wants to lose to the Patriots. Am I right, Craig? So sorry for you Canadians that have to endure who are not into football. But anyway, I just really had to go to bed. I think I had like a whole toxin storm from the day before from my massage. So let's see. What did you say here, Craig? Can't do it with baseball. It's in the middle of the day. Yeah. Patriots cheat. Yeah, didn't they have like Inflategate and all that kind of stuff when Brady was there? And that old the coach, I can't remember his name. Anyway, so here we are. We're talking about can anybody believe we're in the last week of January? Has this been the fastest, most chaotic month ever in history of all time? To me, it felt really fast. I mean, honestly, I feel like we just finished the holidays. Hi, Kim Princess. Yes, this month has flown by. Yeah. So here we are, last week of January. Oh, our kitty friend is here, and I'm dropping cards. Thank you. Thank you. And we had a very, very eventful astrological week last week. It's so funny. This kitty never sits on my shoulder any other time except when I go live on air. I just have to turn around so you can see him. Isn't he cute? So you've been so busy. Haven't taken down your tree yet. Oh, no. We took it down a while ago. It's JPEG. It's kind of hard to shuffle with a cat. I have to support him with one arm here. Oh, yes. And anyway, so we had a lot of aspects. We had a lot of Kazemi aspects last week and a lot of just intense energy. We still have, all these planets lined up right, together in Aquarius. And we are in Aquarius season here now, which is, I think, welcome because this is visionary breakthroughs, technology, standing up for the collective. And we have been seeing that in our news. The people want to break free from top-down rule and structure, right? And so this is a humanitarian time and the release of social restriction and expansion of freedom of expression. And so, like I said, we still have 5 planets. We have Mercury, Venus, the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Mars, and Pluto in the sign of Aquarius right now. And, of course, Pluto is there with all those inner planets to shake things up, to dig up the dirt, right? And to transform. So in that light, in the news, we saw those big anti-ice marches in Minneapolis last Friday, which is very Aquarian energy. Hi, Odelia. He said JPEG says hi. He can be outside and he knows I've gone live, so he runs in and he wants to be on. He wants to be on Zoom, on YouTube. So anyway, that was very Aquarian energy with those big marches, and of course, the very next day, more ice crackdowns, including an ice. For those of you who are not in the country, I think you know who I'm talking about. These are the border control and people who are hunting down brown people, basically. And these thugs murdered a nurse on Saturday, the very next day. Oh, getting hugs and kisses. And, for being at the wrong place at the wrong time, basically. Craig says the VA hospital that Alex Preddy worked at has given him a very touching memorial. Right. Very, very, just tragic. And ironically, a massive ice storm also marched across the country, this time in the form of a winter storm. And Canada, you all weren't spared, characterized by ice and freezing rain and snow covering large parts of the U.S. and Canada. We got a little bit of it here in Denver, a little bit of snow, not much, and really chilly temperatures. Really chilly for us, like 2 degrees, pretty cold, 2 degrees Fahrenheit. But anyway, it's been, we're kind of creeping back up into the 40s this week, so that's nice. Excuse me. Fatima says we had lots of snow, over 60 centimeters. That's a lot. Lots of snow in New York City, Kim Princess. Yeah. My son said he thought it was about 8 inches in New York. But that's a lot, because especially with those cold temps, it's just going to be a mess, a slushy, crunchy mess. Okay, the kitty wants to climb up. He wants to be right up on top of my shoulder. Okay. Also this week, Trump tacoed again on threats to take Greenland by force, after, of course, the stock prices tumbled. Hi, Tiffany. No snow in Utah. Yeah, we need some in our mountains, too, here in Colorado. It hasn't been a very good ski season, I should say. EU leaders in Canada begin to realize that kissing the orange ones behind gets them nowhere, and they're starting to begin to stand up to them in their speeches, right? Kissing up to him only gets you so far, and he eventually turns on everybody. Grocery inflation continues to rise here in the U.S. and overseas. We see a deadly train wreck in Spain last week. I think there were 2 train wrecks, one of them with many deaths, unfortunately. We also saw the Chinese government purge more of its military leaders in a kind of an authoritarian, Trumpian type of effort. Hi, Alex. And yep, JPEG's here. He just, right on cue, he just jumps up on my shoulder as soon as I turn on the YouTube. We see that the Israeli and Gaza ceasefire is moving forward another step, so that's good news. And India and EU are striking a large trade deal with reduced tariffs on cars. I feel like other countries are just making alternate plans that since Trump has been imposing so many tariffs. We also saw 9 tons of cocaine in a big Portuguese drug bust off the coast of Portugal, found in a submarine. New methods of transit. So good for them. 9 tons. And In science news, we saw that the Wegovy weight loss pill was released, and it comes out strong with over 18,000 prescriptions written in the first week. Also, Science Daily indicates that chemotherapy can rewire gut bacteria, certain chemotherapy, to fight cancer metastasis. So that's a good thing. And they also found that an APOE gene might be responsible for up to 90% of Alzheimer's cases. Yes. And lastly, the University of Bonn, I think that's in Germany, found that a short-term oatmeal diet significantly improves cholesterol and metabolic markers. There you go. I actually had oatmeal today, which is unusual for me. Before I saw that, I read that. So there you go. Eat your oatmeal. It says short term. I don't know the details. You'll have to look it up yourself. Hi, Denise McMullen. All right. So this kitty is not going anywhere, is he? Hi, John. John Medeiros. Nice to see you. Okay. All right. Kitty needs to give me little snuggles. All right. You feeling bad, Kim Princess? I know. I'm so sorry. You lost your sweet kitty. Puppy. That's sad. Hi, Susan Crook. Good to see you. In New Zealand, correct? And Mystic Shining. Nice to see you guys. Okay. So on to the astrology. What's happening this week? Not as much to report as last week. We had so much. Uh-oh. Kitty is about to start biting my hair. Ow! Oh. Okay. That's not good. All right. So on to the astrology, just a few things. We have Monday, January 26th today. And this is a very, very big day. Neptune, bye Kitty. Neptune moves into Aries for 14 years. And so this is a once in a lifetime transit that none of us will ever see again, unless you're a vampire and you plan to live for 168 more years. So we shift from passive Piscean, Neptune in Pisces, this Piscean approach to spirituality, very passive, into a proactive spiritual warrior approach or mindset, where personal conviction, courageous action, and identity take center stage. Exciting. Tuesday, tomorrow, January 27th, we see Mars in a conjunction with Pluto. And these are the two power players in the solar system, the biggest power players, perhaps, maybe, two of the bigger ones. And they meet up in the sky, signifying intense action-oriented transformation. And this triggers themes of death and rebirth, a drive to change the deep-seated issues of our day, and yes, power struggles. So again, this is the news is reflecting our astrology. And the last thing I want to talk about is on Thursday, January 29th, Mercury will form a conjunction with Venus. And that's where intellect meets love, beauty, and money, right? This is diplomacy. This is creativity, financial success. What is that kitty doing behind me? He's being crazy. And this is when you and a partner, I don't know what he's doing. I think he's chasing his tail. You and a partner will communicate better. Your communication will be strong. You'll see eye to eye on things, most likely. Sorry. Oh my gosh, we've got Kitty Olympics going on there. Oh. Okay. All right. Sorry about the noise. He's having fun. Anyway, so if you're new here, thank you so much for joining me. And thanks again to all of you for joining me on a Monday rather than Sunday. If you weren't here, I was explaining that I had to postpone because I had a massage on Saturday, and I think I had like a detox storm going on in my body yesterday. I just felt exhausted and achy, and so there we go. So I'm glad that you joined me today. I'm glad you were able to come today. Hi, Lucy. Good to see you. Do you have a lot of snow there too, Lucy, in New Jersey? Yes. And you guys are up to talking about food again here. Oh, it's cold and rainy in New Zealand, huh? Okay. John was cleaning snow from 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. Oh my goodness. That's a lot. Okay. So if you're new here, thank you for coming. I am Kelly S. And if you're not new here, thank you for coming, of course. Kelly S., the mystic next door. I am a healer, an intuitive, and a medium. And as you'll see here, I dabble in astrology. So welcome, 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 one and all. And excuse me, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and I love to see your comments after the live stream is over. So I appreciate that as well. Let's see here. Oh, and if you're interested in a reading or a healing with me, please check out my channel at www.kellyhealing.com. So there you go. Now we're going to move on to the astrological transits of the week. Oh, you got 15 inches where you are in New Jersey? That's a lot. A lot of snow. No, John is in Toronto, I believe. Kim Princess. Yeah. And Craig's talking food. Corned beef hash, bacon and eggs with fried potatoes, Costco coffee, and orange juice this morning. Oh, wow. I was going to say that's dinner. That's a hearty breakfast. Okay. Oh, thank you, Margaret. I do appreciate it. Yeah, letting loose here in North Jersey. Okay. Close to New York City. Okay. And so moving on to our TarotScopes for the week of January 26th through February 1st. And remember that these are general readings for your sun, rising, and moon signs, or for any planet that figures strongly in your chart. Remember, we all have unique birth charts, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. And consult your personal chart for more detail. I'm dropping cards again because that's what I do when I get lazy, when I'm not paying attention. Okay. I start on a different sign each week, and today we are going to start with Capricorn. So I will be using my Morgan Greer cards today, one of my older decks, because it was right here and it's comfy and broken in. So here we go. I will pull 3 cards for each sign of the zodiac that will give us a glimpse of the following: the energy of the week, the cautions, and the actions that you should take for this coming week. Okay, here we go. I want to make sure I'm starting. Yes, so Capricorn. Here we go for Capricorn. Have any Capricorns in the house? I feel like the cat he was just chewing on my hair. All right. Good to be retired, says Craig. Yeah. Yes, Fatima says John lives in Toronto with me and my family and Odelia. Do you guys all live under the same roof or just near each other? These are siblings. I love it. I love it. We bought our parents' house together. Oh, that's amazing. Look at you. I'm sure your parents were very happy. Okay. All right, Capricorn, what do we have for you this week? Okay. Well, there might be a little trouble in paradise. The energy of the week is not bad. This is coming together. This is forming bonds. This is love relationships. But the next card that we get is this feeling trapped Are we feeling trapped in a relationship that's not quite working out for us? Or are we feeling trapped in some other aspect of our lives? So that's the caution of the week. The action you should take is, this is a card of resilience. The Seven of Wands says you are strong enough to get through this. You can fight this, whatever this may be. So if you're having trouble in relationships or at your work, maybe with somebody that you work closely with at the office, or a business partner or something like that, it says this is a card that lets you know you have the strength to carry on. Okay? Even though it's not easy, you can muddle through this. Denise says, I would love to sleep late. Only time is when I'm sick. I've been sleeping late lately, which is unusual for me. But I think it's just because it's winter and it's cold, and I don't know. And late for me is like, it's like really late is like 8 o'clock. That's really late for me. Late is like 7. I'm more of a 6:30 person. Okay. On to Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. Happy birthday to you, Aquarians. Please do something good for yourself. No school today. Kim Princess. Yeah. Oh, it's 23. All right. So you've got 23 inches of snow, Fatima. Wow. That's a lot. That's a lot of snow. Whoa. Okay. We got about 1 inch of snow. If anybody happened to be watching the Denver football game, it looked like we were in a blizzard, but it was it was brief. Yeah. Okay, Craig gets up at 5:30 a.m., but in the winter, about 7:30. Yeah. Yeah, it's darker and whatnot. Okay. We're moving on to Aquarius, the birthday boys and girls out there. Oh, nice. Okay. Energy of the week is the High Priestess. When we see this card, it can sometimes refer to secrets, but I like it's sitting right next to the Empress. So this talks about deep intuitive energy. Like you're going to feel very intuitive this week, Aquarius, especially with all those planets in your sign. 5 planets in your sign right now. So very, very transformative energy for you with Pluto there too. Okay. And if this is in the caution area, the Empress, I don't feel like this is a caution at all for you. This is just saying all the possibility, the hope, the dreams, the abundance is yours. All right. I hope you get all that you want for your birthday. Get the fancy shoes and the big birthday cake, all the good things. All right. Action for the week. All right. When we see the 4 of Cups, it's saying, this is always saying, you have 4 full cups and you're feeling a little bit, just like out of sorts. Like you don't feel like, why are things not working out for me? But this always shows us one more cup being offered to you that you're not paying attention to. So if this is an action, a recommendation from Spirit is look up, look around you. The opportunities are there, right? You're just not seeing them. So it's saying to you, stop sitting in, kind of this malaise that you're in and look around a little bit. Okay. You got up at 4, Denise. Oh my gosh. That's too much. So this is really late for you. Oh. Okay. Hey, if you don't have to be anywhere and whatever, I say no shame in sleeping in late. No shame in getting up too early either. All right, Pisces. Oh, yeah. And this, I want to just say, I feel like we are coming into the time of Pisces because very soon now, Saturn is going to leave your sign for a good long time. And Saturn is kind of probably sat on you, right? I know we have a lot of Pisces folks here in the room, right? So Saturn has really kind of put a monkey wrench in the gears for your things that you want to do in your life. But that's releasing. And now, of course, Neptune is also Pisces ruler, and Neptune has just moved out of your sign, where Neptune is your ruler. You'd think it'd be a good thing, but it's kind of like a little too much chaos because Neptune is a little dreamy and out there, and Pisces is the same. So it might be nice for you to actually have the action oriented, the fire sign of Aries working for you. So, energy of the week for Pisces is the Seven of Pentacles. This is a card of looking back, making sure you've done all the things. It's a card of, it's saying review. And in that vein, I just talked about how you guys are kind of leaving behind some of that energy that's been a little difficult. So make sure that you're, looking back and seeing what you need to change for the new era. Right, this is 14 years that Neptune, your Pisces ruler, is going to be in this sign. So let's make it a good one, right? Does this look like a caution? No. Okay. Caution of the week. So let's turn this around. This is just, what's coming forward for you. This is the card, the Six of Wands is a card of triumph, of triumph after adversity. You've been through the trenches, the war, and now you've come out on top. So that's really great news too. This is, we really are entering a new era for Pisces, for all of us, but especially Pisces too. So action you should take. The High Priestess is deeply, deeply intuitive. So really look within for the answers. Look to your guides, to your higher self for the answers that are kind of hidden. Okay, that have been hidden while Saturn's been holding you down. Okay. Saturn will move into Aries in the third week of February. Out of your sign, Pisces. Okay, on to Aries. Thank you so much, Margaret. Okay, on to Aries. What do we have? Cards are not wanting to shuffle very well for you, Aries. This tells me they're ready to go. Oh no. Okay, well, look at this. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is the energy of the week, the offer coming forward for you, the opportunities abound. Now, Aries, I think, again, we're kind of moving into, with Pisces and Saturn moving into Aries, we're getting more of that like oomph behind us, that fire energy. Caution, oh dear. This is the utter downfall card, right? It's saying don't sit in this energy. If something has really kind of collapsed underneath you, maybe the job didn't work out, the home, the relationship, the anything in your life. It's saying, let's not sit in this energy. Let's, watch out and take care of ourselves. Don't stay here too long though. Okay. And this is watching out for other people in your life too. There's Susan and Odelia. Yes. Okay. But this is great. Actions. This is the card of the Nine of Pentacles. I should say that out loud for those of you not looking at the screen. The Nine of Pentacles is all about living a life of luxury that you built. You did this. And so please, don't stay in any of this kind of this defeat energy. Remember that you have built a beautiful life for yourself, or one is available to you. It's coming forward for you with this new start, right? So let's remember that. You're still waiting for the big, beautiful funeral. Oh, yeah, Denise, that Sasha podcast was hard to listen to. It really is. You have to take it in little doses. I kind of binged it just because I wanted to get through it. And yikes. Yikes. That's all I can say. And I feel like 45 and all the band of the flying monkeys are doing everything they can to keep this under wraps. Okay, moving on to Taurus. Nice week for Taurus. Okay. Queen of Swords. This is you. You are in your, your thought element right now. Like you're really thinking clearly. You have clarity. You have focus. You have, you've got a strategy for your future. Very nice. Okay, Taurus. Any cautions that you should take? This is not really much of a caution for you either. This is just saying opportunities. Page of Pentacles is like you are in a mode of manifesting your future, and you're using your intellect to do it, Taurus. Excuse me. And actions. This is a card of, joy and celebration and love and all the happiness. So recognize that you're about to, move into some really beautiful times, and, step into the joy as well. I think a lot of times we all forget to do that, don't we? I'm getting a chill too. We forget to be joyful. That's what we're here for. Okay, Gemini. Margaret, this one's for you. For you and my husband. Double Gemini. Okay. Yes. Ooh, nice week for you. Okay. Wow. Okay. Energy of the week is the sun. Again, let's talk about being joyful, right? The sun is talking about joy, happiness, success. It's talking about hope, possibility, also full illumination, right? Maybe something's been hidden from you, and now you're moving into the sun. Okay. Caution of the week. 9 of Wands says you've got your boundaries up. You've got your borders up, right? Maybe you've been through some things and you're a little battered from it, right? Life has been hard. You've been working on trying to find the job, or your pipes burst, or your relationship blew up, or your kids are acting out, whatever it may be in your life. You've been through some things, so you've got your guard up a little bit, but that's the caution. So the caution is don't stay, don't keep the walls up for too long, because you've got another card that denotes the joy and the happiness. The 10 of Cups is the action for the week. You start with the sun, which is also joyful and beautiful, and you end with the 10 of Cups. So really beautiful, beautiful things are coming in for you this week, Gemini. Okay. What are we laughing at with? You laughing at your sister here, John? Okay. What's everybody having for dinner while I'm shuffling the cards? I need ideas. On to Cancer. Yesterday, my hubby made a really delicious meatloaf for the game. I don't know why he was like really feeling meatloaf. So it was good. Okay. Look at you, Cancer. The energy of the week is taking, it's like like taking action, right? When we see Knight of Rods, Knight of Wands, and on top of the knight, excuse me, knights and wands together equal action, action, action. Setting something into motion. This could be in the business world. This could be just in your life. This could just be, I'm going to get moving. I'm going to start the exercise regime. So action, Cancer. And I'm a Cancer rising. I should pay attention, right? And then we move on to the caution. So this is about looking back. The Seven of Pentacles speaks about looking back on, did I do enough? Did I, plant the seeds? Did I water? I always say he has a hoe in his hand. So it's like suggesting, making sure that we have a nice harvest, right? Sometimes this is disappointment too. So in the caution area, we're saying don't be disappointed by your action because or the caution, because the action of the week is the Empress card. Empress does speak about abundance. Abundance is yours. It's coming forward for you. It's all of the beauty and the joy and the abundance and the groundedness. These are both very earth-based cards. So it's saying, really time to sort of to plant your seeds for that beautiful new harvest this year. All right, so let's see. We're moving on to Leo, but I'm reading here dinner. Craig had spare ribs, corn on the cob, baked beans, and cornbread. Gosh, that's a big dinner. And a turkey leg. Good grief. Craig's a hungry boy. And Fatima had roasted chicken with vegetables. That sounds very healthy. I like it. That was a good reading for you guys for Cancer. I'll take it too. Are you food motivated, Craig? Will you work for food? If these chats are any indication. All right, Leo. Wow. All right. So Leo, look at this. The energy of the week for you, something's coming in fast. The messages are coming in hot. They're aligned for you. When we see all these cards that are kind of like in perfect alignment, I think I'm doing this backwards. This means something aligned for you is coming in. Okay. Caution. So when we see the Seven of Swords, we know that maybe somebody or our own minds are really kind of deceiving us. There might be somebody who's deceiving you in your life, who's, taking something from you, stealing, really just kind of doing you wrong, right? This is like a power struggle in your life. Okay. And action. The sun. And we've seen the sun a few times, and that's really, really nice. So it's telling us all that we need to really kind of sit in our joy and our hope and our optimism. Hey, Daniel, good to see you. We already did your sign, I think. No, actually, we didn't. You're the last one this week. So it's just telling us, Leo, that we need to, and the sun is your ruler, Leo, so that you've got your card here. Be in the spotlight, be in the sun, go out and do the things that you love to do, because that's what drives most Leos. I am feeling better. I was just telling everybody, I think I had a little detox storm from a massage that I had the day before. And I just was all achy and tired, really, really fatigued. And then I looked it up. I was like, why am I aching like this? I didn't have a fever or anything like that. And I had a massage the day before, which I don't often do. Maybe I need more if I'm going to react that way. But I think that's what was going on. So moving on to Virgo. Nice. It is getting, yeah. And speaking of getting dark, it's mostly dark where I am. Here it's 5:45, but I hope everybody's been noticing that it's getting dark a little bit later each day. I love that. I love when we can recognize that the sun's staying, we're getting a little more sunshine every day. All right. Wow. Okay. This is an interesting one for you, Virgo. You get the star card. Okay. The star is often the healer. Virgo is the sign of healing, for all intents and purposes, the healer. The star is also about the energy of the week for you is saying like your hopes, dreams, and wishes are within your reach. I better cover up her nudity, shouldn't I? So anyway, the star, hopes, dreams, and wishes coming in for you this week, Virgo. So what is it that you're hoping to manifest in your life? The caution is the moon. Interesting. You get the star and the moon. Moon card talks about anxiety, things that are hidden beneath, maybe things that make us a little tense and worried. So the caution is don't sit in this what if energy. Susan Crook, you have daylight savings over here. Yeah, we do too. We do too. But it was getting darker before 5 o'clock, at Christmas time where I am. Okay. The action of the week is the Page of Swords. It's like take all those really vivid dreams and hopes and, ideas that you have and put them into motion. So the page is like saying, let's get going. This is new energy, new starts, new ideas, putting them into motion. Don't stay in this anxiety. Let's do it, right? Just do it. Okay. And we're moving on to Libra. My sun sign. Where are my Libras? Where are my Libras at? Virgo, moon, and rising. Odelia says. Sorry, I had a piece of hair in my mouth. Virgo, moon, and rising. That's a lot of Virgo, Odelia. Odelia, is there, in your world, is there a place for everything and everything in its place? That's what I think of when I think of a Virgo. Denise says, okay, Mystic Shining. Yes, Libra Sun, me too. Denise McMullen says, to me, it's amazing how much stress we hold in our bodies. I wish I could have massage 3 times a week. I would prefer daily. Just a big dream. That would be a lot. Yeah, you know what? I know it's amazing to me that a tissue massage, and it was really only on one part because I have a shoulder thing down my arm. It was like on my shoulder blade and my shoulder and down my arm. And that created all these body aches in my back and all over my hips and my shoulders, everything. So it says to me that we hold so many toxins in our cells. And anyway, so next time, and I'm going to go back on Thursday, next time I'm taking like an Epsom salt bath and doing all the things. Hi, Enrique. Good to see you. Okay. So who are we on? Libra? Am I right? Yes. Libra, the Page of Rods or Wands. Okay. Again, this is new, putting new energy out there into the world, right? This is often about career. This is about messages coming in for you. So pay attention to any messages coming for you, Libra, right? But this is fertile new actions that we're ready to take. All right. Caution. Oh, this is a hard one for you, Libras. The 2 of Swords. Make the decision. So you've been sitting on an idea for too long. Libras aren't really, really good at making decisions. Are we? I'm not. I can see both sides, right? And so let's make sure that we make the decision and don't sit in indecision for too long so that we can move ahead. Yes, lots and lots of water. That's Denise, I did. I started just flushing with water every, you know, between my cups of coffee, chugging water. Okay. And action of the week. Again, you get another card, very powerful card of moving forward. The Queen of Wands is all about determination, fiery determination to follow her passion. As is this young fella, the Page of Wands. Okay, so this is saying follow your passion, follow your guidance, because you are usually right, and you are, so make that decision, follow your passion, and do it. It'll be successful. Odelia says a eucalyptus body wash is good for body aches. Kelly, thank you. I did not know that. I don't think I have a eucalyptus body wash. Yeah, I took a Epsom salt bath this morning, and it really did help the aches. And, anyway. Okay. Moving on to Scorpio. Scorpio. Oops, you had a jumper. Mystic Shining. I do Ayurvedic self-massage, and it made a difference. Yeah, I feel like I was really thinking I needed like a myofascial massage, because this ache in my wrist came out of nowhere. It's really weird. Hi, Mona Lee. Good to see you. All right, Scorpio. Oh, look at you, Scorpio. King of Pentacles, sitting pretty with all of the doll hairs, the dollars, right? This is having all the resources and all of the abundance to be kind to yourself and to others, right? Don't hoard that energy, Scorpio. Don't lord it over others. Caution. Big change, the Death card coming in hot for you. This looks like a big week for Scorpio. Big changes coming for you, and that's in a good way, I would say, because we have this one as preceding it, the King of Pentacles. So maybe you'll get a raise, maybe you'll get the new house that you put a bid on. Maybe these are tangible assets. Maybe your health will improve. And to put a fine point on that, doll hairs. You never heard that? Doll hairs for dollars. And the action for the week. This is just saying, appreciate the abundance that you have in your life with the Ten of Pentacles. Enjoy the abundance. Enjoy the wealth and health and family and all of those good things in your life. Okay, Scorpio. Let's see. Mystic Shining. I get a sudden pain in hand when I'm working if I'm stressed out and using the mouse. Yeah, this is my left hand. I am a righty. So it just came out of the blue, and it's been sore and even like a little swollen on this side. Actually, now that I look at it, it's a little less swollen today because I had that. Maybe that massage helped a little bit. Okay. Ombra or Dr. Teal? Oh, okay. Thank you, Odelia. I've heard of Dr. Teal. I don't know about Ombra. Okay. Mystic Shining. Doll hairs. Doll hairs. Yes. The simoleons. Makes sense. Okay. All right. Sagittarius. We're going to end with Sagittarius, last but not least. Oh, you're having a little earthquake at the moment? You in New Zealand. Yeah. You're right there on that ring of fire, aren't you? And I think you guys really have to, brace for more, unfortunately. Okay. Enrique, raised in Miami, we don't get stuff that is spoken in real America. That's funny. I'm sure you have your own. All right, Sagittarius. Here's Daniel. Is he in here? Okay. And again, thank you guys for joining me on Monday, since I was a little whatever yesterday. It was detoxing. Oh, it's still shaking at the moment. Oh my gosh. We're sending our I hope it's just a mild one. All right. So, energy of the week for you, really good one, Daniel. It's the King of Swords. This is the logic. This is the strategy. This is really seeing, with a clear-eyed view of the world, right? You know what you want and you know how to get it. All right. And the caution of the week. These are things that are hidden, right? So if it is a caution, it's saying something that's like hidden beneath. Maybe you need to kind of let some things out, really kind of express yourself a little bit more. But it's also saying, if it's not a caution, use your intuition. It's there for a reason. A mild one, but your body is shaking. Susan Crook. Oh, I'm so sorry. And so here you go, Sagittarius. You get yet another sword card. Ace of Swords, the truth. So really, it feels like there's going to be some clarity in your life this week, about some area of your life that you've been pondering, right? Aces are new beginnings, and kings. The King of Swords is a very powerful energy that you should harness. So Ace of Swords says, the truth is coming forward for you. And that is a great way to be. A double-edged reading. Yep. All the swords. Okay. I'm going to pull 3 cards for all of us. Oh my gosh. And we had yet another jumper. And this one has come out many times. I think this is like the 4th or 5th time. And I'm going to pull 3 cards for everyone for the collective. Another jumper. And let's see if we can get one more. Let's see if one more card wants to jump out for us. Otherwise, we'll take the one on top. Daniel, are you starting to play with the tarot cards at all? You asked a question last week. Had me wondering. Okay. Oh, yeah, we got a 3rd jumper. Good. Okay. Oh, thank you, Margaret. I appreciate that. Comments are great. We love the comments. All right, energy of the week. Again, this is the one we've seen. How many times have we seen this? Has anybody counted? It's at least 4, if not 5 times. Okay. So the High Priestess, what does that mean? This is use our intuition. This is going deep, really kind of digging deep to find the answers in our inner knowing and our higher knowing as well, right? So the High Priestess sometimes holds things a little bit in, and we need to release. Okay. The other thing is that we've been sitting in a sense of loss and grief because of the things that are going on in our world. Okay. So this is saying that I want to show you the 3rd card. Things are changing. The Death card talks about things changing. Now, it could be the loss that we're feeling from some pretty, from the murder I spoke about in Minneapolis, but really what I think is about this transformation that we're about to go through, that we're going through at the moment. Recognize that these losses are temporary because the change is coming. Okay? But don't forget to use your intuition. Enrique, let things out. Go potty. Ha 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 ha. Oh, you're funny. We want to let out our feelings. We want to let everything out. But anyway, I want to thank everybody so much. It's 6 p.m. here, and I'm going to go eat some leftovers for dinner. Nothing exciting going on in our household tonight for dinner, but I appreciate everybody coming on a Monday, and hold strong. And I hope to see you in the middle of the week for some dowsing rods, because I have a lot of questions, and I think you do too. And I will post that for you to let you know when I'm doing them. Hi, Cheryl. All right. You can go back and see from the beginning. So thank you all for joining me. If anybody's interested in a reading, I'm available on my website, kellyhealing.com. Kelly spelled just with a Y. And I thank you so much for coming, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.